Hi guys, I'm Barzossi. Welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, in today's video I'm going to be going through what I currently have stored on my iPhone 11. I done one of these videos back in August last year and things have slightly changed since then, so I thought I would do a little bit of a recap. Now, I just want to say that because I only have to film on my phone, I don't have a camera, filming videos like this are very awkward to do and I have to go about them in a slightly different manner. So when I look down, it's because I have a list on my laptop here of everything that I need to go through in this video, so I can then match the screen record on my phone up to this audio so it doesn't look absolutely awful. The video probably will be absolutely awful and I do apologise for that, but I am trying the best with what I currently have. I am trying to get a camera, because the one I have, I've mentioned in loads of videos, it is broken. So I'm trying to get that sorted. I'm not sure when it will be sorted and that, because they're very expensive and I don't have lots of money to spend on one. But I'll see what I can do. But anyway, I'm going to start this video off by going through the lock screen of my phone. So it's just a simple wallpaper that I got off an app called Vellum. Yeah, and I love that app. It's got so many wallpapers. Not sponsored, but it's a great app. I recommend you download it. It's obviously on iOS. Not sure if it's on Android, but you can have a look. And then I just used like some apps that I've got, which I'll go through later on in the video, to add like the BDZ thing and everything that you can see on the wallpaper right now, to make it just a little bit more personal, if you know what I mean. I like things being a bit more personal instead of something that I've just nabbed from somewhere. But anyway, I'm going to quickly move over on my lock screen, my home screen, and that's very similar. It's just another wallpaper I got off Vellum and added the BDZ to it. As I said, makes it a bit more personal and slightly more to my style. Now, something that many people miss out from this video, as I've seen, is the very bottom row of apps. And mine is simply the phone, messages, email and Safari. Mainly because they're just what generically come on the phone. And I think they make the most sense to just be there because they're on every page that you scroll through. So they're just very easy to access. I do wish you could add another app down there, because I would add like YouTube or something. But I can't really complain. It's just what it is. But anyway, yeah, that's that. So, going on to the very first page of apps. This page just consists of all the stock iOS apps that come on the phone. So, just to quickly go through it, there's the camera, calendar, photos. You've got the clock, weather, notes, and then the App Store, iTunes, Maps, FaceTime, Calculator, Apple Watch, voice memos, activity, just stuff like that. And then you've got like a folder full of random things. It's the folder, it's just full of the other apps that come on the iPhone, which I don't want scattered through the phone pages. And that I never really use, to be honest, so they're just there in a folder. And then obviously not forgetting the settings, which is just settings, isn't it? Basically control the phone. It's just a boring page, to be honest. I never really use it. The only things I really use on that is the top row. It's like the photos and camera. Sometimes on the odd occasion use weather, but and maps as well, but that's pretty much it, to be honest. The very boring page never really gets used. It's the next page where the majority of this video will be based on, because that is the most interesting page. So yeah, like I said, this page is the last page, the more interesting page, and the page where pretty much everything that I use on my phone is on this page. But like you can see, it's just pretty much all folders. and that's because there is so much that I need to have, or just have in general. And I don't like it all just being scattered over pages on the phone. I'd rather just be all in this one location so I don't have to keep swiping along to find something. And it also just helps me to be more organised. So as you can see, I have a folder just full of games. Got 5 pages or something. I did have loads, but before this video, when I was going through to just have a look at what I have so I could talk about it, I realised that there's just so many games that I've had on there for so long that I just never use. I never play on them. And I just decided to get rid of them because they were also taking up the phone storage. And I just couldn't be bothered with it. I need as much storage as I can anyway, because these videos, when I'm editing them, take up quite a lot of storage on the phone. So I need as much storage as I can get out of this. It's only the 64GB model. I'll go through this like at the end of the video. So yeah, getting rid of all those unused games has been a good help. It's got rid of quite a bit of storage, but that isn't the only folder, as you can see. Oh, I've got something in my eye. As you can see, I've got the social folder. Now, as you can probably tell from the name, it's full of social media, so Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Obviously, you've got all my YouTube apps on there as well. Next pages, you've got like TikTok and things like that YOLO and Tell on Me or whatever it's called for like anonymous messages. But yeah, feel free to check out my Instagram. It's just Brothers YT. It's the same for Twitter, and if you want to check out my TikTok, it's Brothers LC. It's very cringy though, so I wouldn't recommend it, but it'll be on the bottom of the screen now, hopefully, if I remember to put it in, but I should. Anyway, I've put a lot of effort kind of into the next folder, which is like the editing folder. Now I need to look down on my list here so I know what to say about this, because then I'll just completely forget. So Video Leap, as you can see, is the app which I use to edit all of these videos. I used to edit on my computer, but obviously since I film on my phone, it was just a hassle to then get the video, all the clips from the video, into the computer, which you can kind of see in the corner of the shot, although my phone screen might be covering it. But it was just it was just so much of a hassle, and I didn't really like any of the video software, like the video editing software that I was using, because I don't have the money to pay for good editing software. So I just had to use like a free one that I downloaded, and it wasn't great. So then I was like, I'll give it a try on my phone. For a while I was just using like the editing software that you have from YouTube, but then that's gone. And then I came across Video Leap, and it's free, but you can get like a paid version. But there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the free version. I love it. Now there are some features that I would like to have, but you have to pay for it. So I might like pay later on. But at the minute I'm happy with it is. Now the DJI Mimo app is how I control the gimbal. The DJI Osmo Mobile 3, which I'm filming on right now. It just helps us elevate the camera and keeps the camera stable. It's better for when I'm vlogging, but I haven't used it for vlogging in quite a while, and to be honest, I don't even know if I have. Because I have done it, but I don't think I've released a video where I've vlogged on it. But I will, like, when we can actually leave the house again. Anyway, it's a self-explanatory app. It controls the gimbal. Anyway, yeah. Now, Double Take is quite a cool app. I haven't used it yet, but I was going to use it in like my room tour video, but then I just didn't. But it lets you record by using, I think you can record from 2 cameras, but I'm not sure if you can record from more. But take the iPhone 11 for example. It has obviously the front camera, and then it has the wide and ultra wide on the back. so I could film with the ultra wide on the back and get like a shot of my room, and the camera on the front to get me, just as an example. But you can film with, I think it's cool. Oh yeah, like you can film with 2 cameras. I just like that idea. It's a really cool concept, and I don't really have any, I haven't saw anyone try something like that, but to be honest, I don't really look. Anyway, that's pretty much it for like that. The rest is kind of just how I like make thumbnails. So like you've got Canva and Fonto and stuff like that. I use them for the thumbnails. So I use like Canva for like sizing the photo that I take for the thumbnail. But I don't have to use that now because I've just figured out in my phone settings I can take a photo and resize it from there instead of taking it by 4:3. I can now change it to the aspect ratio of 16:9, which is the aspect ratio of a YouTube video. So that's great. So I don't have to use Canva as much now, although it is good for particular things. Fonto I use for adding all the text into the videos, including this video probably. Like, not into the video, but onto the thumbnail for the video. And there's just an app that I've recently downloaded. I don't know what it's called, because I don't have it written down here. But I'll put like a circle or something around the app on the screen now. And I used that, I've just discovered it. It's made by the same people who make Video Leap. And it's quite good actually. Some of the effects and everything on it's amazing. I used that app to edit the thumbnail for last week's video. The video where I predicted my GCSE results, which from speaking went up. Sorry about that. I got a call and I got cut off. But I was saying that video from last week, yeah, from filming this video, it went up yesterday, and it's actually doing a lot better than a video that went up 2 weeks ago. So thanks so much for the support on that video. It's been amazing, so thanks. Anyway, getting back to this, I don't know where I am now. Yeah, so Documents, that app called Documents, I use that to like download videos from like YouTube or something, of which I want to include inside of a video. And I also, do you know how I made that video about the Netflix thing? The Netflix intro? That was made from a website called Panzoid, and I make all my intros and outros from that website. Now when I download them, they download on like a weird format, and you can't directly put them into Video Leap straight from that. So I have to upload them to YouTube and then download them. So I use Documents for that as well, to get the link from YouTube and then download them to my phone, so then they're in a compatible format for editing. It's a great app, I love it, to be honest. Also just helps to keep files off my phone and in a separate app, which is great. And then lastly for this, the last app I want to go into detail from this folder is Magic Eraser. Now as you can probably tell, it just removes backgrounds from photos. I don't use it a lot. I used to use it quite a lot more than I do now, but I don't really need it as much. It just depends on what I'm working with. Depends on the videos I'm filming. But it is good. The price is better, but that's just what I use. Right, so the next 2 folders are pretty much self-explanatory. You've got a food folder, which is just for getting food delivered to your house. So you've got like Just Eat and Uber Eats. And then you've got shopping for the likes of 11 Degrees and Amazon, stuff like that. Now that app is like separated into like clothes and more tech thing, but it doesn't really matter. That's just the way I've kind of done it. But yeah, food and shopping, it's not a lot that I can say about that, to be honest. But then you've got the miscellaneous folder. And I don't really want to go into this much just because it's miscellaneous. It's nothing in particular. But I will go into a few things. You've got speed tests to check the strength of Wi-Fi. You've got Shazam to like get the names of a song that you might just hear from the radio. And then TSB to check my money in my bank, and then EEs to check my mobile data. But the one I do love is Yoti, and that's just so I can prove my age in the shop if I want to buy like an energy drink or something like that, if they don't believe that I'm actually 16. Although they should by now, because I go in there a lot. They should just believe us. As I'm editing this video, I realised I forgot to put a folder. I forgot to mention my entertainment tab, and that's literally just, well, it's entertainment, isn't it? It's all the apps that I use to basically watch TV. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, but it's not that important, to be honest. Anyway, now we've finally got to the bottom row of apps. It doesn't matter. Right, you've got Alexa. She didn't go off for once in her life. You've got Amazon Music, obviously for all our music, because I love it for some reason. And it can be controlled by Lexi over here. Yeah. You've got that Bose app, whatever it's called, to control my Bose QC35 Mark IIs. My beautiful headphones that my granddad got us for like Easter or my birthday or something like that. And I've got Big Finish. Now if you don't know what Big Finish is, it's just one of those audiobook companies. But I use that for Doctor Who audiobooks. I didn't mention this earlier, and I was supposed to. I don't know if I've got it written down in this, but yeah, I've just been scanning through this. But I use Audible for all my other audiobooks, as I don't like reading books, as I mentioned in a previous video. I rather listen to them. So for all audiobooks, I use Audible or Big Finish. So guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Sorry if it has been a bit of a more boring video or just really badly edited. I've tried my best, and I am rushed off my feet at the minute as I've got things to do for like family and stuff. It's currently 10 to 2 as I'm filming this video, and I'm supposed to be down at my grandma and granddad's in the next half an hour to help paint the fence. So yeah, I'm like so rushed to do things, because I've also got to get ready and things like that. And I've just been sitting here all morning watching YouTube and a movie, because I didn't watch all of it last night, so finished that. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've loved having you, although I'm just... Shut up. I'll see you guys in the next one.